In the following diagram, the charge and the potential difference across 8 microfarad capacitance will be respectively. Now, pretty carefully, I marked points A. So, if this point is having same potential A, so this also will have same potential A because this is the zero resistance wire, right? And similarly, if I mark this point B, then similarly this point will also be B and this point will also be B. So what do I mean with this A and B? Because A and B are having same potential, now I can actually make simplified circuit diagram. If this point A, we can see one capacitor is there between A and B, which is 6 microfarad, right? Now you can also see between A and B another capacitor is there, which is of 4 microfarad, correct? And A and B another capacitor is there which is 8 microfarad, right? Now interesting point comes here. You can see potential at this point and this point is will be same because both points represent B. That means there is no potential drop between this capacitor. So that means this capacitor 7-1 and 9, these two capacitors in this line are short circuited. So 7 microfarad and 9 microfarad and 9 microfarad are short circuited. This is the important point. So basically they don't have any roles here. That means if you go ahead, you will get a capacitor which is of 36 microfarad and you will get this point B, and then this supply is there of 40 volts, correct? So this is the simplified circuit diagram. This is highly important. Now what will happen? So of course we can have the equivalent capacitance. So C equivalent will be, so 6 plus 4 plus 8 are in parallel. So equivalent will be this much microfarad, which is 6 plus 4 into 10, which is 18 microfarad. So C final will be equal to C1 C2 upon C1 plus C2. So that means, say this is C1 and C2 is 36 microfarad. Now both capacitors are in series. This is 31, that 36, and this is 18, and this is our supply. This is the final simplified circuit diagram. If you solve it, you get 18 36 by 18 plus 36, correct? So just solve this diagram now. What do I get now? So I will be getting C final will be equal to 1836 by 54, which will give you 12 microfarad, right? So from there I can find Q total. What is the Q total? Will be C final into V, and V is provided as 40. So this will be 12 into 40, which will be 480 microcoulomb charge will be there. Total charge will be 480 microcoulomb, right? Now what do I need? I need to find charge across both capacitors, right? Because if we can find the charge across different capacitors, then only we can proceed now. So how to do that? So just read out the diagram. We were having initially this one 6 microfarad, this one 4, and of course this one 8, this one 36, and this one is the supply, right? So see, this is the final charge. So both charges who were in series, which one, 18 and 36, that means these two charges will have the same charges, because in charges series in series charges will be same. That means Q at 18 will also be 360 and Q at 36 microcoulomb will also be the 360 480. So basically I need to find potential drop V36, which will be Q36 by C, and this will be 480 divided by 360, 36, so this will be 40 by 3. So 40 by 3 volts, and total supply is there for 40 volts. That means I can calculate the remaining one, which is, let's say, V dash. So V dash will be equal to 40 minus 40 by 3. If I am not wrong, this will be 80 by 3 volts. What is the advantage of having this? Because charges will be same on the capacitors, but in this system, three system, charges will distribute, because this is the parallel system. So what will be same? Potential drop. So now pretty easily I can say that Q8 will be equal to, this is the 8th one, 8 into V dash. V dash we already calculated, 40 by 80 by 3 into 8 microcoulomb, which will give us 8 into 8, which will be 640 by 3, and which will be almost equal to 214 microcoulomb. Okay, so 214 and 27 volts, because 80 by 3 is approximately 27 volts only. So 27 and 214. So option number 3 should be the right choice.